Coming up on the next episode. Good Tuesday morning to you all, YouTube. It is 11:18 now in the AM. I'm here at the bench once more. I have the piece that or actually the resistors, capacitors soldered into the ground now, all common together, and I think you can see that okay. I did solder that, and I also did a remarking of the. I didn't like the way it was before. I've got 3 dots there, I got 2 dots there and 1 there to mark and there's the ground. But I wanted to mark everything like it was supposed to be, and so I have done so just now. I just now looked at that. That doesn't, okay, yeah, that's right, 250, alright, that's it. Yeah, it's correct. I've gone over this in my mind on how many times to wonder if I've got this right, but yeah, I do have it right. So everything is set up right, and the only thing I'll have left now to do is to glue this together, lining it up carefully like that, and once I do that, then this thing is ready to insert into the opening here, as you can see on the in the chassis right here. And once it's there, I think I can do this. I may have to remark it again because I just now noticed that those markings are not going to show up, and I probably will remark it, remark it again. And but I wanted to make sure I had something before I glued it. Once it's glued, then it's a little bit more difficult to you know, figure out which is which, I guess. So that's what I want to do, and so I'm going to do that, and we'll go from there. But as of right now, that's about it. I just wanted to show you that I have that much done, and we'll bring you back when it's glued. Good Wednesday morning to you all, YouTube. It is 10:52 now in the AM. Back here at the bench once more. As you can see clearly, I have the filter cap being glued, being assembled, whatever you want to call it. I've got to use the epoxy. There's what the spot I put together looks like. I think I need some new epoxy. I think that's just about to its limit of being viable. So basically I'm going to leave it like it is. If it's a little bit off, that's fine. I don't care. I'm going to take and once it sets up, hopefully if it sets up, I don't even know how well it's going to do that. But if it sets up, I will try to clean that up a little bit around there. It's not a big deal one way or the other, just as long as it's together. And I've got, as you can see, a cup of water sitting on it just for some weight to hold it down, hold some pressure on it. And I think that will do it. I hope. I'm going to leave it sit. I haven't checked the elasticity, or whatever you want to call it, of the one on the over here on this, because I don't think it's set up much. Again, like I said, it's this epoxy that I used. This is an old you know, I've had this ever since I started working on stuff, and although it seemed to have held up well, I mean, you know, it's it's old. It says setup time is 5 minutes. So we'll see. But again, I did get fairly equal parts of both sides, but the one side, the hardener, not the hardener, but the actual epoxy, I guess, part of it, seemed to be rather granular in nature when it came out. And again, it's put together, but you know, I don't know how well it's going to set up, because I'm not sure how well it mixed, being as granular as it was. So like I said, I'm just kind of taking it and playing it by ear, as it were. I'm going to put that over here because it seems to be leaking a little bit over where I had it sitting on the bench, so I'm going to clean that up. I think it's just I think it's the hardener, the liquidy part of the is what was coming out, or what seems to be okay, and it's the hard part, or whatever, the gray part of it, I guess, is, you can see it's like a clear and a gray nucleus. And so I think it's probably setting up, but again, I don't know how well it's setting up. And then, like I say, if it's a little bit off on the side to side or whatever, it's not a big deal. I just wanted something to hold it together, and that's what I've got. So go from there, I guess, is all you can do. Over here I have been doing inventory on the BDST-1. I have enough parts on hand to build 10 of these, and I say that knowing that I'm missing a few parts. I do have parts on order though. The main boards are coming in. There's 10 main boards coming in, and I've got the probe boards already. I've got the all the parts mostly to build at least 2 or 3, and then I have some extra ones coming on the which will be, I think 4 is what I've got total parts for, if I need to build 4, I could build 4. So with the new boards coming in, and also got pots coming in. The pots are on order from China, 10 of those coming in. But everything else I've got, and like I said, I need to. We're going to go ahead and sell these. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but I think Bob and I have decided it's time to do something with it. And the way we're going to sell them is to do it without a case. And this will be, install it in your own case. I got to thinking about this because, I've got mine installed, or I did have it. I don't have it currently installed. I'm going to reinstall it into the MFP. So, as far as this thing is small enough where you can install it in anything you want. And you just need to put your speaker in it and have a place to attach your probe, and that's about it. What we're doing is basically gonna, give you basically a rundown of how we did the beta units and what we used to make a case for them, and I won't say a link, but there's a good search term that I've included to, if you can search eBay, that you'll come up with those cases, and the penny tubes, same thing with the penny tubes and the probe ends, stuff like that. So if you want to rebuild, what we've got, what we built, that's fine. If you want to put in something else, you can. The important part about the signal tracer is the fact that the signal tracer works, and that's what we were really shooting for. So anywho, that's that. I wanted to make sure we covered that, and like I said, all of those are those little pill bottles have all the parts in them that make up the BDST-1, and so that's that. Like I said, hopefully getting those once everything comes in from China, the boards, the pots. I do have to order some LM388 or LM380Ns from DigiKey. Though those come in pretty darn quick once you order them, so I'm not really worried about doing that right away. But I've got to do that, and I think that's going to be about it to make up 10 kits. And once we do that, then we can go ahead and sell those. I think the idea is to get a little operating capital. Bob and I are nowhere near rich men. We're kind of doing this on the cheap. And like I said, a little extra money. Nobody's taking any profit from this. We're just basically plowing it right back into the business, operating capital, as I said, and in order to develop other kits and continue selling the BDST-1 if we needed to. So we're going to offer these initial 10 kits to people who have contacted us via our email address. And I want to thank Ron, CEO down in Florida, because most of these have come from his videos about this. And so, I think that's an excellent, because a lot of people have, basically contacted us from watching his video. And so I think that's a nice thing. And so we're going to do that. And like I said, we're going to let everybody that's emailed us so far have first shot at these. And if they're not all gone from that, then we will put them up on eBay and sell them that way. But like I said, the other parts of these, we've got 2 more kits in development, and plus there's one that's kind of in development. So there's a lot to do here, and I don't know if I ever showed you. This is the Probe ST board. Now there's 2 boards on there. I don't know if you can tell that, but there are 2 boards. And that is the one that we're going to build into the all-in-one unit. And that I have some enclosures coming for. They're basically what you're looking at in front of you, but they're a little bit larger than that. And the ones I have coming are purple. You'll see them when I get here. But and we will go over those. I want to build one dedicated prototype and make sure that I've got it. Bob wondered why I wasn't using the 3D printer, but I had never ever intended to use the 3D printer for that purpose. Basically, I wanted to make a prototype using the 3D printer and then use something like what I have coming to use for the actual units. I don't really, unless the business can buy a dedicated 3D printer for that, I don't want to ruin mine doing that, printing stuff for the business up on it. And I'm sure Bob feels the same way about his. And so I think we're better off doing it that way. And I'm not saying that someday down in the future we can't do that. We may get enough money together to do that for the business. But for right now, I think I basically want to use the biles that we have coming. And again, like I said, I'll flash up a picture of the ones I've got coming. Now, the size of these is going to make it so that these will fit in there fairly easily, and along with the battery and the 14500 battery and holder. And I think the charger is going to fit inside on this one too. We can go either way on that. We originally, the prototype that we came up with on the 3D printer used the basically the charger unit as separate outside. So I don't know that we're going to do it that way. We'll figure it out. It's not a big deal. But that's one of the units we got coming, or got working on. There's an amplifier project that we've been working on. It's a hi-fi amp type thing kit, which is going to be nice. So again, like I say, we are working on stuff like this. I want to get this probe, or the BDST-1 on the market and get it selling, and if it can be sold. All this is done in an experiment, I guess you should call it, but it's nothing certain about any of this, but we think it's a good little product, and if you're looking for something like that, I think it will be worthwhile. Haven't decided. I know the price won't be as much as it was originally, but unless we can get our price cost. Now, I don't know how much you guys are following prices on eBay and places like that, but they have went up. You guys know about inflation. You know how much that has affected the our general economy, and so things like same thing happens with electronic parts. Buying those, the price has went up quite a bit. I think when we originally configured this, we could build one for around $10. I think maybe a little bit less. And I got to doing a rough estimate the other day on this, and I think we were up to around $16. So even more with certain, if you bought certain parts and things like that. So the price has went up. We're trying our best to keep that down as low as possible, to basically offer these kits at a reasonable cost. We don't want to charge an arm and a leg for this. So anywho, that's that. As you can see over there in the maybe in the distance there, the Eico is sitting there. I also decided to do, let me put you down just a little bit on this. You can see that a little bit better. But I also decided to do a live fire up on the Eico, and I don't know when that'll come, but this getting this filter capacitor done was one of the obstacles I had to overcome. So I have got that done now, and or at least it's glued. It hasn't set up yet, but it is setting up. So like I said, we want to do a live fire up on that. I'm going to promote it enough to where I can get a few people watching it, and Bob and I will do that probably together. And like I say, the way it usually works is he kind of monitors the chat and things like that while we're doing this, because it's anybody that's done a live like this, it's kind of hard to work on something and be active with that while you're trying to monitor the chat and other things. So it really takes kind of a team to do that kind of a video. So I hope that's going to turn out good, and that's the plan there. So things are happening. I've got to go to my daughter's this evening for dinner, and then I think on Friday the funeral, and once we get done with that, hopefully to get some more done on this stuff and get back into this a little bit heavier, and hopefully get some things done. So that's the plan. Hope you guys stick around and watch, and appreciate you all doing that, you know. And like I said, another sunny day. It's been like 3 or 4 sunny days in a row here outside. The snow is melting. I'm watching the water drip off the neighbor's gutters there on the corner. It must be something, a leak. Well, a leak for sure, but I don't know if there was I think there was a downspout there one time, because I believe that's a hole. So, well, no, I take that back. I see the downspout goes in against the house, so I don't know why. It must be a bad joint there, I guess. Anyway, the snow is melting fairly quickly, and I'm happy about that. Looking at the forecast, I see some 50 degree days coming in our future. Today is one of those days. I think it's supposed to get up to 52 today. Let's see what it is right now. That's always fun to do. Got a text from Greg here a minute ago. He's almost home, or getting close to home. And so we'll be seeing some more content out of Greg soon, I'm sure. That's always pleasant. And according to the phone, the temperature is 45 here right now. So it says high of 50 today, and it is sunny. So that's good. We're always happy to see that this time of the year, especially you know, next month, even better. So. All right, I'm going to get off here. I blabbed long enough, and I have blab. But is what it is. You guys know me. So you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see ya.